Have you ever watched amazing videos online and thought you needed expensive software or a laptop to create them? Many people never attempt to start their content creation journey because they feel overwhelmed with the idea that creating and editing videos would be a tough nut to crack. So, the truth is, many of those videos you see edited right on a smartphone using CapCut. So in this video, I'll show you everything you need to confidently edit your videos even if you've never opened CapCut before. So by the end of this tutorial, you would know how to trim, split, and add text, as well as overlays, effects, transitions, music, and voiceovers. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have never opened CapCut before, you're going to learn all that today. Hi, I'm Doris Mbanifo, a digital coach for healthcare professionals. I help professionals build practical digital skills that make them more productive, visible, and future ready. So, if you are new here, consider subscribing to this channel because every week I'll be sharing practical tutorials on content creation, AI tools, digital branding, and other tech skills to help you thrive in today's digital world. So now let's jump in. So CapCut is a very useful AI tool for video editing. Come to your Play Store or App Store, search for CapCut. Now, if you don't have it, this is what it looks like. This is it. So I'm going to be updating it so that we can dive into the training. Once you're in, you can sign up with your preferred email address. So we go to edit. This is what it looks like when you come in for the first time. It will be showing you options for templates. So let's go to edit. Now you're in edit. You have a place where you can create a new video or you can edit your photo. Okay, so click on new video. I'm going to be using, let's say we're going to use this 5 minutes video to go through this tutorial. Once it's here, then we now watch out for the other features. So introduction to few features. Now you can edit, you can check on your audio, text, effects, overlay, captions, and the likes of them. Even keyframe and all that, we are going to be discussing them in this video. Okay, now next up, trimming and cutting. So consider this whole area as your timeline. We call it timeline, or you can call it your workspace during your video editing. Okay, so you can actually drag the beginning of your video, okay, from here to reduce a particular side. Okay, or you drag from the end of the video, go towards the end of the video. Okay, I think I probably used too long a video to. Okay, so either you drag from the beginning of the video or you can drag from the end of the video, okay, within the timeline. So the timeline is the whole workspace within this video creation. Now you can drag before or after at the end of the video or the beginning of the video. This is where you can be able to decide what you want to remove or what you want to keep. You can also trim unwanted parts. So for instance, let's say, hello everyone, happy Sunday. I am pharmacist Doris Mbanefo DigiFarm, a digital health advocate. So let's say this area where there was little delay in saying the next statement or the next sentence, and you feel you want to trim it out. What do? You click on split. Click on split, okay, so that you can remove the unwanted parts. Click on split. Let's say we want to remove from here to here. Click on split again. Now in between we have something we want to remove. All you need to do is tap on delete. Now make sure that you are in the right keyframe, okay, this place, okay, make sure that you're there, here and here, all right, before you delete. Then you tap on delete. Here's delete. Now that particular area has been cut off. The unwanted part has been cut off. So it doesn't matter if you split so many times in your clip. Okay, let's say we split here, split here. What does this splitting do? It gives you avenue to even create some transitions. You're going to learn that while watching this crash training. Okay, so you made mistakes anywhere, you want to delete something, just do the same thing by clicking on your clips, splitting them, and deleting the mistakes. Okay, what else can you also do? Let's say we want to remove the CapCut caption that always comes at the end of your video. You can as well go to it, come here, you see you see the CapCut ending caption of video here. So what you do is click on it and delete it, and it's out of the way. All right. Okay, so next up, transitions. A transition is the visual effect that connects one video clip to another. So instead of one clip changing abruptly to the next, a transition will help you make this change appear smoother and more natural. Okay, so one thing you should note is don't use too many fancy transitions. Okay, clean edits usually look more professional. So what does transition help us do? Transition can help us, change your colors smoothly, can help you change volume, movement, fading, and as well as pulling or pull out. So I'm going to be showing us, first of all, how to transition with colors. Okay, so let's say
Hello everyone.
I got to this
Happy
point,
Sunday.
and this is where I want to transition. So you're going to use this keyframe. This is a very important tool for transition, or an important feature. You are going to be using this for your transitions. So what do? You tap on it. This is the keyframe for in, and at the next point, this is probably where we want to actually adjust the effect of the color of our video. So you come down to adjust. All right, tap on adjust, tap on saturation, or probably brightness, whichever one you want to use. I'm going to be using saturation. Okay, so I want to reduce it. Okay, I'm reducing it here, and voila, this is what happens. Then
I am pharmacist
it moves.
Doris
So
Mbanefo.
let's say I got to this point and I want to change it back. Okay, I want to change it back, and okay, come back to adjust. I'm bringing it back to the normal. Okay, now it's back. So let's look at what the transition looks like.
Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. I am pharmacist Doris Mbanefo. DigiFarm.
So it's back, right? Now this is how to go about your color change. What if you want to do a zoom in and zoom out option?
Hello
Let's
everyone.
see.
Happy Sunday.
So let's say at this point, let's use this point. At this point, we want to do a zoom in, zoom out. Click on your, keyframe again. Okay, then that is keyframe in, then the keyframe out. This is where we're going to do the transition. Now what you're going to do is drag your screen with your two fingers, okay, to reduce it the way you want it to go. Okay, so once this is done, you continue.
I am pharmacist Doris Mbanefo.
So
DigiFarm.
now let's go back to the beginning to see what it looks like.
Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. I am pharmacist Doris Mbanefo. DigiFarm.
Now this is another way to use your keyframe. All right, so let's say you want to create a movement with your keyframe as well. Now, all right, so let's say we want to create a movement with our keyframe. Let's use a sticker to do that. Okay, go to your stickers. Let's look for a moving sticker. Let's look for a mobile sticker. Someone moving. Okay, let's look for a mobile sticker to show. Okay, let's use a plane that is moving. Okay, so let's use this plane that is moving. Okay, so how do you use your keyframe for it? How do you use your keyframe for it? Now watch the plane first of all.
Hello everyone.
Okay,
Happy Sunday.
okay, so what happens is you are going to still use the keyframe, still to bring it to the point you want it to be. So let's say it started here. Okay, this is where it's starting. All right, so what you do is you now use the keyframe. Tap on your keyframe, probably here. Okay, it's moving to the next spot. You are going to take it to where you want it to go. Okay, it's here. So let's watch.
Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. I am
Now Watch
Hello
again.
everyone, happy Sunday. I am pharmacist.
Now you see that it's moved from, because of how short the video
Hello
is,
everyone,
it moved from
happy
here
Sunday.
to here.
I am
Okay, so you can use any other feature, or let's say you want to use your own image to actually move something from one side to the other. What you do, you add an overlay. Let's get an overlay. Okay, hold on. Tap on overlay, add overlay, get your picture. Let's say I'm gonna use this picture. All right, we want to remove the background. Okay, all right, we want to remove the background. Use custom remover if you don't have the free version. Okay, auto remove. Okay, now we've done that. We've removed the background. This is how to remove background. Okay, custom remover. Right, that's what you use if you don't have the paid version. Okay, if you don't have the paid version, this is what you use. Now let's say this is, I want the image to come in from this version to another version. So from here I put the first keyframe. Okay, hold on. Now come out of overlay. Okay, so this is the first keyframe. Okay, then the next keyframe, let's say I want it to get to this level. So at this point I'm taking it bigger. Okay, at this point, so let's see what it looks like now.
Hello everyone, happy Sunday. I am pharmacist Doris
So you see what
Farm.
happened. The size increased gradually. It didn't show that it was changing abruptly. It was going smoothly. So this is how to use your keyframes and run your transitions. Okay, so the next now is to add text.
Hello.
We want to add text, caption, and probably add sounds to this video. Okay, so you can see the feature called add text. All right, good. So click on it. You can use what's trending. You can now, or you can now go to your fonts. These are the writing styles and effect, as well as animations. So when you go to fonts, you decide how your write-up is going to look. Also put into consideration your brand. Okay, so once, let's say I want to say Farm Doris. Now go to font. So I would look for a font that would look presentable or will fit the professional style my brand wants to portray. Okay, so whichever option you feel like using, right? You go to style. This helps you to create a better or a more attractive or appealing font presentation or write-up. So effects, It's also another way to, you know, increase your style, your color. Try to be as professional as possible. This video is basically for professionals who want to create good content via videos. Okay, so animation actually means making static images move. So we want to make this static write up move. All right, so you use
everyone.
different option.
Happy
You see it's
Sunday.
moving, whichever
Everyone.
option you
Happy
choose.
Sunday.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. So once that is done, you are good to go. So we are done with text, so let's go to audio. Now, most times you watch some videos that will give you some background, you know, audio that helps your video come out richly. So what you do is tap on audio and ensure to use an audio that is free to use, okay, that has free or that has copyrights, no copyright infringement. Now you can use the one that CapCut, the videos or the audios that CapCut is going to give to you, or you extract yours from another video you already have. Okay, you can as well decide to do a recording. Okay, as well you can have sound effects. Okay, sound effects. So let's see what sound effects look like. We also have others, text to audio and many more. So try to explore. So let's look at sound effects. All right, so you want to, you have some clapping sound effects, some bell sound effects, bird sound effects. So whichever effects you want to use, let's say clapping sound effects. Now we are going to look for an option, let's say audience clapping. Okay, tap on it and we are going to use this and see.
Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. I am
Right,
pharmacist Doris
now you see it
Ibanefo
at the
DG
background.
Farm.
Okay, so let's say you don't want the volume of the clapping or the volume of this particular video to be so loud while the clapping is on. What you do is tap on the particular clip, go to volume, reduce it a bit so that the clapping effects becomes louder. All right, so
Happy Sunday. I am pharmacist
then you can
Doris
continue your
Ibanefo.
video. All right. Okay, so now let's learn how to add text behind our image in this video. So first of all, let's add the text that we want. Okay, tap on add text. Let's say now we have this. Like I said, you can edit the font whichever way you want it to be. And I want to animate this particular text. I'm going to be using this.
Doris, I'm also excited. In fact,
Okay, so once this is done, okay, you can drag it depending on how long you want your text to appear on the screen. Then what next? What do? You now create an overlay, put in the same video, okay? Ensure that it's the same video. Then you have to drag it that it has to be the same size as the previous one, okay? Then what next? You're going to remove the background, okay? So go to remove BG, custom remover, okay? Remember, go to auto remove, tap on remove, and it's done. Hold on for it to appear. Okay, watch it. It will soon be there. Hold on. This is where you're going to be watching out for when the background has been removed, okay? Be observant. Okay, so now we have put in the second one, and we have created we have removed the background, okay? So what happens next? Come to layer, look for layer. This is layer, okay? So once you tap on layer, you hold on to the text. We want to take it behind the overlay. All right, we want to take it behind the overlay. So once that is done, all right, you are good to go. So now let's watch our video.
Stories. I'm also excited. In fact, while I was preparing for
So can you
this
see?
masterclass, I was even marveled at the the information I was able to gather. So we are going to explore.
All right, so this is how to go about it. Thank you so much for being with us. Yep.